Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, no, it was just... Yes, I understand. Okay, I'll tell them. Thank you. Have a good day. Well, we have been contacted by Ruffles, and they want us to issue an apology for what we said in the first podcast. I believe it was near the end. Do you guys have anything you want to say about that?
Yes, Ruffles, I'm sorry. You can ask a lot of my friends. Ruffles is always my first choice. Sometimes I don't want sour cream and cheddar.
I'm sure they loved that. We're talking about candy! It was kind of obvious because it's behind me.
Not sorry, Ruffles!
We're talking about candy. It is behind me currently. I believe we have our three favorites behind us. Very stretched out comedically. So guys, you like candy?
You are watching. Oh my gosh.
That's how they regularly are.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, they are totally normal at the moment.
Totally.
If you're watching it, you're the best candy, in my opinion.
Yes, I was that, but not the best.
So let's talk a little bit about what candy is. Candy is a glorious food substance that is not at all good for you, but a great snack to have. Recommended in small amounts, sometimes even less than the actual packaging. That's more chips, actually, less so candy. But still, they can be quite filling in calories. I'm actually looking at the calories on the images right now. Reese's is 210. Skittles is somehow more. It's 250. I'm going to actually move my face to see if I can see the calorie count. Where's the calorie count on Three Musketeers? It's not on there. Three Musketeers is so suspicious right now. What if it's like 1,000,000 calories? Who knows?
Wait, how much calories
Is a Three Musketeers?
is three?
I want to know. So please look this up. I want to know.
I want to know. Ooh. I'm sorry if that's copyrighted. Evan, blur it out if it's copyrighted.
Oh no. We're about to get sued.
262!
Wow. So look at that. Looks like I reign supreme on the lack of calories. Apparently.
It doesn't really matter. I burn calories off. But I just burn calories.
I mean,
What's the fun side for?
people burn calories like in their sleep, so you know.
I run 4 miles in 40 minutes.
Yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit about why we have our favorites. So who would like to talk first about their favorite? Oh, okay, Zach, you first.
First of all, I was just a wee little kid.
You're still a wee little kid.
How dare you?
Oh,
I'm in my Walgreens and my parents have just said you can get a candy.
a whole candy.
I look. Usually, back then I would get like Starburst or Sour Patch Kids
Okay.
or Hershey's.
Starburst
I
ain't bad.
say I want to try something new. I did not know this would be a life-changing decision, but I look. I see Taste the Rainbow. I look, and I say,
I want to taste the rainbow.
I try it when I'm outside. I put one orange, one green, and one red in my mouth. I look up at my mom with eyes as open as possible, and she's like, apparently you like Skittles, and I'm like is an understatement.
Your eyes round like a Skittles as you had them.
Or I don't know what it is. They're orange Skittle. Orange is my favorite type of any like candy flavor. It doesn't matter what candy it is.
Now, before we move on to Dylan's,
I'm not done.
Oh, you're not done. Okay, sorry.
Their orange is so good, but there's one other reason I love Skittles.
Okay.
You can get all different types, sizes of bags. But there's one last thing that people are forgetting. There is
I was actually just about to ask that. I was gonna ask if you like any of the others.
Amazing. Regular
Sour Skittles.
amazing.
Tropical
Blackberry.
Skittles. Best things
Amazing.
ever.
And the sour Skittles. I don't like them as much, even though I love sour.
Are you kidding me? This guy doesn't like sour Skittles.
He says he doesn't like them as much. He still likes them.
Nolan, you do know that I'm joking, right?
Yeah, I know. You love
Sour
it.
Skittles are insane.
Every Skittle is the best. Actually, now that I think about it, if we're doing the best candy, Three Musketeers is just like two sizes, not even three sizes, and it's like one flavor. It's boring flavor.
Yeah.
That's why I should think Skittles probably is my favorite Skittle.
I'm done with
Okay.
the Dylan, but Skittles. Oh my
It's
god!
amazing
I
Skittles.
could literally, if I just choose between eating the best food, the best and most expensive sushi in the world. I mean, the best steak in the world, and the best and Skittles. I choose Skittles.
Wow, you give yourself quite an argument.
Well, I'd have them before and after
know,
the meal
if
because
you
Skittles are
chose-
that good that if the meal is terrible, Skittles will erase that flavor from your mind.
Zach, you know if you chose the steak and ate half of it, you would still, and then you could sell the half a steak for a lot of money, and then that money you could buy the pack of Skittles, so you get half the steak and the full pack of Skittles.
All right, Dylan, let's move to you though.
Alright, this is the story of the day I tried my first Musketeer.
Okay, I'm ready.
I feel like I'm gonna be inspired.
This is how it went. I know it was this day, but I don't remember every detail. So I'm gonna think what I think happened. So I walk up to the last house on
Halloween.
Halloween. Yeah, I walk up to the last house in the street. We're about to hit the other side, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got this long driveway. We're walking up, and then all of a sudden this skeleton jumps out of us. We get all scared, and then we make it to the top.
Okay.
I feel like there's like either these almond joys. Half the basket was almond joys, and there was just like Reese's and stuff like that. And the three Musketeers was one of them. So I go, why don't I just close my eyes, reach in, and whichever one I'm gonna try. So I
Okay.
reach in, I grab a Three Musketeer. I took it. I didn't have it till the day after, because yeah. But the day I tried it, ever since then, I've just sparked a love for Three Musketeers.
I do like Three Musketeers bars. They're simple, but in like the best possible way.
Yes.
I've had Three Musketeers once, and I hate it. And I didn't hate
Well,
it.
we'll talk about disliking them later, but we need to get to my story next.
Almond joys.
We'll talk about it later. First, I need to tell my story of Reese's Cups. So, Reese's Cups, I am a big fan of. As I think some people of previous podcast episodes know, I am the peanut butter lover. I love
Yes, sir.
peanut butter. And when I was young, I only had peanut butter in the form of a PB&J, peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I loved them. I had them a lot. And one time, I must have been in the grocery store at some point, and I saw that there was something called a Reese's Cup. I didn't know what Reese's was. I just like the name. I don't know why. I still do. There's something about the name Reese that is a nice name. So I looked at it, and it said peanut butter, and I was like, wait, what is this? And my mom picked it up and said, it's chocolate and peanut butter put together. And I look at it and I go, you can do that? And I tried it, and it was wonderful. And I was like, well, peanut butter belongs in with like dessert items. So that's when that's not only when I became a big fan of Reese's Cups. It's also when I became a big fan of just peanut butter in everything dessert related. So like that's a big change for me in my life. And I always think about it. Reese's is actually not my favorite peanut butter. There's a lot better peanut butters out there, but it's such
Are you
a good
talking
little
about
dessert.
Nutella? Because that's hazelnut, and hazelnut is a type of nut.
I'm talking about just whatever kind of peanut butter you get. There are better ones out there. I'm just saying that I like what Reese's is.
Nutella's good because it's basically chocolate.
Yeah, it is.
Nutella's like 75% chocolate.
Now, we all have our origin story with our favorite candy. How about we get into what you guys seem to be excited to talk about, which is least favorites.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
I would like to go first here, if that's all right.
No,
Uh,
let me.
uh, you can go first for the next topic.
Go ahead.
So I will say now, I don't really try a lot of candies outside of my comfort zone. We're talking about least favorites. I'm going first. I don't actually try a lot of candies outside of my comfort zone. I usually get the ones that I've known since I was a kid I enjoy. However, I will say, I do also, like you said earlier, dislike Almond Joys. But that's not, like, I think it's anything candy related that involves coconut or mint, I am out of the picture.
Seriously?
Mint is a toothpaste flavor. It is not a food flavor, and I will die on that hill. And coconut just doesn't really have a taste going on. It just tastes like you got flakiness in your mouth, you know? I don't like coconut.
But mint?
No.
You ever had a yolk?
I have, and I was like, boy, am I brushing my teeth right now.
Isn't that good though? Like,
not when I'm gonna swallow something like and eat it. Not for me. If somebody likes mint, that's fine. I'm talking about my personal preference. I am not a fan of mint.
Wait, so you don't like yolks?
No, sir.
You have major problems.
I just don't like mint. I'm one of peanut butter, not of coconut nor mint. Now, Dylan, would you like to tell us about your least favorites?
Yep, I'll tell you exactly where it happened. I got a story about it too.
Okay, tell us a story.
The first time I tried Almond Joy was last year at camp. Oh, not last year, 2 years ago. Last year we didn't have camp.
I got to go to sleepaway camp last year.
Yeah,
you're
lucky.
I 2
years ago I was at sleepaway camp. Right? It was a canteen. Like middle of summer, I had canteen. So I go over there. I usually get a Skittles or 3 Musketeers. I go over there tonight, and there's no Skittles or 3 Musketeers.
No Skittles? Oh boy.
So I'm like, all right, let me just try something new. So I pick out anything on the list. I pick out Almond Joy.
Okay.
I try it, and I almost barf.
You almost barf. I mean, when I have them, I gag a little bit, but I don't barf.
Not gag. Well, I wouldn't say barf, but like it was a huge gag.
It is. Coconut is not very good. No.
Almond Joy asks for another candy.
You know what I think is you know what the weirdest thing about Almond Joy is? I'm pretty sure Almond Joy and Mounds are the exact same bar. The only difference is in Almond Joy has 1 single almond in it.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're the exact same bar, but in Almond Joy just has 1 single almond. It's like, wow, you made a new bar. Good work. Why don't they just call it like Mounds Almond? like I don't know. I don't understand it.
Almond Mounds. I never had a Mounds.
It's so you know the Almond Joy. It's the same thing, but if you took out the almonds, so it's the exact same bar.
That's still not that good.
No, it's not because it's coconut. I'm not a fan of coconut.
I'm not a fan of coconut. I'm not a fan of coconut on chocolate.
I'm just not a fan of coconut. All right, Zach, do you have a favorite or rather least favorite that you can tell us about?
Water's good.
Well, can I say my least favorite without getting destroyed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't be mad.
So, starts out regular day. All right?
We get the point.
Am I right? Regular day. I'm just walking up with my friends from town. I'm just in Walgreens buying some food.
Okay.
Then I come across. I don't really dislike candy. Can I talk about another candy that I really like?
Sure, you can talk about that for a little bit.
Okay, so to the grocery. So, well, I have two. So, 2 years ago at camp, it was after visiting. It was visiting day, so like we were all getting candy from our parents. And I went over to my cousin's bunk, and he had these Hershey's cookies and cream drops. They were so good. It's like white chocolate with like red Oreo crust with
Yeah,
Oreo cookies.
Never had those. It's delicious.
I know, but there's another gummy bear that is so underrated. I told my friend to try it. He looked at. I said they are the world's best gummy bears. He tries one, looks up at me, and says, "You're right." So
No, which friend are you talking to?
I'm talking about. I'm not going to say his name because I don't know if his parents are okay with me saying it.
You could say his name and then we could bleep it out.
I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't know how to do that.
Text me, Zach. Text me the name.
All right. So a few years ago at camp, this is also where it started. One of our counselors would do Candy, his name, and then we would get candy from him. One day, he gave us Albanese gummy bears.
What?
The best gummy bears.
Search them up. Search them up. I'm about to buy them. What
Albanese gummy bears.
What?
I tried one. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
I got them.
And I like them so much. I have about 20. I finished them in 5 seconds. No,
Oh, dude, I've had these
in
before.
a minute.
They're bro, they're like $10 a bag.
You can buy them at Walgreens. And
Oh man.
they're so good because it's not that their flavor is so intense. It's just it's such a smooth texture that it's just like it's so smooth, and the gummy bear, it has a lot of flavor, but it's not as intense as, like, let's say Skittles.
Okay. What's another candy I like? Because I only brought up one candy, but there's others I do enjoy. Like I like Reese's Pieces, but I'm not a big Reese's Pieces guy.
And can I tell you a candy that I've always wanted to try? Or is that for another part of this?
I have that plan. Oh, hold on. I'm getting a phone call. Oh.
All right, why don't
Oh
you
gosh, it's hold on. Guys, it's hold
talk
on,
about,
Zach.
I will explain
Zach.
to the audience. What?
It's Ruffles. They want to talk to you directly. Guys, we're gonna have to cut this part out. Zach's gonna need to talk directly to Ruffles. All right, we're back. The call went pretty smoothly. Ruffles is happy with our apology at the beginning of this podcast. Sadly, they didn't accept our request to get some free Ruffles bags, but at least they're happy. You know, I'm just happy they're happy.
That's you and Dylan's fault.
It's all I said was,
A little.
can we get Ruffles bags? So what if I didn't say please? They still got the message.
They did say specifically in the call. They did say specifically in the call that it was because you didn't say please.
If something goes wrong, it's always your fault.
Please.
Dylan, I literally just told the viewers, if anything goes wrong, it's because you made it happen.
Wow. Pointing some blame here. Well, enough about the Ruffles issue on the mind here. Let's talk a little bit more about candy. Something I would like to talk about related to candy is ones that we'd like to try but haven't gotten to yet. Zach, you said you had one. Did you want to start?
Yeah. Watermelon hard candy.
Okay. Any reason or?
Yeah, because I've been watching these YouTubers that make candy, and they have their own like candy store, and I want to go there, but it's like 4 hours away.
Gotcha.
Can you? I'm gonna mute for a second because I have to go do something really quick.
You got it. In that
You
case,
keep talking.
yeah. Why don't we get to Dylan then? Dylan, tell me about. Is there?
I'm gonna take a sip of water. Wait.
Oh, okay. We're taking a sip of water. Sip of water break.
I have the best candy. I have amazing candy in the world.
Do you?
You know the sour candy? Sour peaches and sour watermelons.
Those are the ones you want to try, or those are the ones you have?
No, those are are
Those are so good.
So what's the candy you want to try, Dylan?
I just thought of those. The candy I want to try.
It could even be one that you have no idea about. Is there any type of it could also be a flavor, possibly like a type of candy flavor as well.
I like sweet and sour Skittles mixed.
Oh, those are good.
I would
Okay.
like a mix of every Skittle bag, but especially sweet and sour.
Before I get to mine, have you guys ever had that classic combo of M&Ms with pretzels? It's really good.
Yeah, have you not?
It's you take a pretzel, you put an M&M in each of the holes because they like don't slip through as long as you make them flat, and you eat it whole, and it's so good.
That sounds disgusting.
It's actually very good.
It is.
It's a good combo. So the candy I'd like to try, I believe, oh gosh, what was it? It was this combo crossover one that I never tried. I think, okay, I might need to look this up because I might be thinking of it wrong, but I think at some point there was a crossover where they, no, I remember what it was. It was Reese's made a candy bar, and I haven't tried it yet. It's a Reese's Cups, but as like an actual candy bar, and I want to try it.
That must be good.
It sounds good.
Oh, Reese's Take 5. Anybody had that?
No, what's that?
Oh my god.
Tell me.
If anything, I feel like Evan would try it because he
No, Starter Reese's Take 5 is so good. Reese's
Tell me about it.
Take 5.
I can look it up too. Hold on.
It is like, that's what it is. It's basically like pretzels, Reese's, peanut butter.
Huh.
The guy that just
Oh, I actually have heard of these. This doesn't look bad.
They are so good.
What are they?
It's a candy bar of Reese's that appears to have a pretzel in it as well.
Yeah, pretzels, peanut butter. So good.
That sounds good.
I always think it's so funny, Dylan, that you love peanut butter, but only if it's Reese's peanut butter.
Reese's peanut butter is just like confectionery sugar.
Doesn't really count.
It's like confectionery sugar, like to make it the texture of Reese's peanut butter.
I
Dylan, are you still eating Skittles to make me mad?
No, I'm eating Sour Patch Kids.
You're so annoying.
So I will say I've talked about Max Brenner in a previous episode, but Max Brenner is important to bring up here because I actually had a really good peanut butter thing from there, and it was the chocolate pizza because they made pizza that was, it had none of the classic stuff, no cheese, no sauce. It was just, it was all like chocolate, peanut butter, marshmallow as a topping, and it was very good.
I want to try that.
I will say though, it was not my favorite thing there. There was much better stuff, but it was good, and it was indeed made with, I forget which peanut butter, but it was good, and I liked it.
Wait, it's probably like the Reese's peanut butter.
I don't remember what peanut butter was.
Peanut butter that are good, candies that are good now?
What's that?
Anybody here like caramel?
Yeah, I do.
No,
I'm a fan.
I'm not a caramel person.
That's fine. Let's see.
I'm more of a chocolate guy.
That's understandable. A lot of people are chocolate guys.
I'm a chocolate.
A lot of people think this is weird on me because I like chocolate. Don't get me wrong, but I like chewy stuff like Sour Patch Kids or Skittles more.
Okay. I have a final question for the podcast that I think would be kind of fun. If you guys don't know it, we could actually take a short break to see if you can either guess it or ask, or you guys can ask them. And that is, do you guys know what your parents' favorite candies are?
Yes,
I know my mom.
Okay, oh, before you go. Wait.
Yes.
Let's go in order before we start yelling. Dylan, you want to go first on this?
Usually. My dad is Reese's Take 5.
Mm-hmm.
Loves them. Absolutely loves them. And my mom is just Reese's.
Dude, that's the same exact thing as my mom.
That's nice. Zach, do you know what? You said that's the same as your mother's?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm actually getting a call right now.
Oh wow.
Let's see
For
what
my dad, I don't know, but my brother loves, and I'm saying loves dogs.
Oh wait, Dylan, what's up?
I feel like these people have to say. I'm pretty sure it's a spam. They hung up as soon as I picked up. They hung up as soon as I picked up.
Wow. All right.
That's the scammer for you.
So, okay. So, I think I know both of my parents' favorite candies. I think. My my father's is probably peanut butter M&M, or not peanut butter, peanut M&Ms. Which I will say are pretty good. If I get M&Ms, it's almost always the ones I go for because I'm not a big fan of classic M&Ms. I don't know.
Yeah, M&Ms are quite low down on my list because I don't really like them as much.
They're not even that bad. It's just they're kind of boring. But peanut M&Ms are very good. However, those are not my favorite. That's my father's favorite. My mother's favorite is kind of like anything white chocolate. She's a big fan of white chocolate. Because apparently chocolate gives her a headache, but white chocolate doesn't. So
And she would tell her to try Hershey's cookies and cream.
Yeah.
I will tell her that. I'll write that down. Hold on, I'm writing it down right now. Okay. All right. Now I said that was the last idea I had, but we of course is that Ruffles? Get out of here, Ruffles. We're doing a podcast. You've interrupted too many times. All right. So what I'd like to say, let's do that little section we've been doing lately, which is making a candy that is themed after us. So I feel like you guys usually go first, so I'm gonna go first on this one.
Yeah.
We're gonna make our own candy. So mine obviously has to be. It's kind of similar to when I made a smoothie or a shake rather, and that is it's gonna be kind of like a Reese's bar where it's like chocolate and peanut butter, but I'm also gonna put caramel in it. And should I put anything else? I think I'm just gonna keep it as that. So it's chocolate, peanut butter, and caramel, and I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it.
The Dwayne Haskins bar.
No, I'm thinking.
Why, that name just came to mind.
I'm gonna call it.
On signing with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yep.
I got a good name. I'm gonna call it the Triple Threat. That's the name of my candy bar.
What was on it?
It's just chocolate, peanut butter, and then the added caramel. And it's just a basic bar. Maybe it has Evan written in all script on the top or something.
I have a really good idea for mine.
Okay, Zach, do you want to go next then?
Let me go. Let Dylan, because I want to say mine at the end where everybody.
Alright, so
Okay.
Where everybody can marvel at my great.
All right.
My great idea.
it's gonna be a little bit of chocolate.
Okay.
Every single Skittle there is, like sour.
Oh, you're doing like fruity chocolate. Okay.
And then there's gonna be another layer of chocolate on top. Another layer of a little bit of Three Musketeers. And it's all gonna be wrapped in one fruit roll up.
Wow. So you got like a fruity chocolatey snack going on. That doesn't sound awful. I don't know if I'm a big fruit chocolatey person, but not bad.
The fruitlet.
All right. That's a very hefty one. I'm sure that's like 1,000 calories. Zach, what about yourself? Let's hear your marvel.
So, I'm going to get excited for this.
I'm ready.
Alright, so my dad, I'm going to have him make me one of my favorite smoothies. So, I'm going to have him make me a smoothie.
Okay.
Then that's going to be frozen. Then that's going to be like, freeze dried or whatever you want to say it. So, it's like all of the moisture's taken out, so it's like fruit. It's like fruit bark, basically. So now that you have that out of the way, that's going to be your first layer. In between that layer and the next one is going to be Sour Patch. Okay.
Okay.
The next layer is going to be Oreo strawberry chocolate milkshake. Also the same thing as the smoothie.
Okay.
And on top of that, you're going to put some, then on top of that, you're just gonna put a little bit of Oreos.
Oh, all right. This is a cake
And on
almost.
top, you're gonna do another layer of the smoothie.
Okay.
On top, every single kind. Skittles.
This is too much. Oh my gosh.
But doesn't it sound good?
I mean, it sounds like it's definitely an experience.
It's good.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna call it Zach's Terminator.
It really is, because it will terminate me.
What's in it though? What's in it?
He just said.
Yeah, I can catch all of it. He said,
Skittles.
But in my smoothie, it's hard to say because my dad always like makes it different. But I always include something. It has even more sugar. I'll tell you what. In my smoothies, sometimes I'll put a little bit of Nutella.
Wait. So you have your candy bars all Skittles?
Sort of. No, Dylan, it's not.
Then what is it called? Skittles.
It's smoothie, milkshake, Starburst. No, not Starburst. Sour Patch Kids, Skittles, and Oreos.
Mix it to one candy.
Exactly.
Boy, that is quite an assortment.
That thing's bigger than my face and there's plastic in it from the smoothie.
All right. Is there anything else that you guys want to discuss before we wrap up this podcast?
Yes. Ruffles were sorry, but we're not sorry.
Well, we'll see if they call again. They called.
Commercial.
Hopefully they're not mad that I hung up on them when they were interrupting a third time, but we'll see what they say.
Third time.
Well,
Third time.
Well,
They interrupted the first time though. It
well,
wasn't interrupted.
Until then, I suppose we will be wrapping this up. So all I have to say is good night, everybody.